How was your
For an
vacation?
old man, I'm not bad. That's my line. I don't know anything else. Brother Alexander, Brother Hughes, Brother Ward, Brother
Bishop,
Bill.
how you doing?
Good to see y'all tonight. We're gonna start in just a minute and let everybody get on. But Marco.
Hey, Bishop, how you doing, sir?
Not bad. Not bad for an old guy.
I know about being old.
You don't know nothing about that.
Yes, I do.
Vince Curry. Mary Brooks. What's up? Good. I don't mean no harm. I'm just calling you out.
Wow.
Good to see all y'all on here. Burnett, what's up?
Hi, Bishop. How are you?
No, man, I ain't bad. It's just you're looking good. You're a sight for sore eyes.
I appreciate you. Hi, everyone. It's nice to see you.
Thank you.
Hi, Burnett.
Hi.
Hey, Burnett.
Okay.
Pastor Jenkins. We'll give him a little bit more time. Y'all know how I am. I start church on time. People won't be on there. Curtis, what's up?
Happy birthday, Bishop.
Thank you. Thank you, kind sir. I'm sorry you told them that. They'll be trying to wonder how old I am. Hey, Tracy, are you on there? Or is that just your face?
Good evening, Bishop. I'm here.
Good to see you, dear.
Good to see you as well. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
See there, I got you some call out now.
Yo, Tracy.
I welcome the energy.
Hey, Judge, how you doing?
I'm very well, sir. Sorry, I had to unmute.
That's okay. That's okay.
Are you back from Florida now? Are you back here? Did you bring this nice warm weather for us?
Unfortunately, I'm back. I went to Florida. I haven't been down there in a year. My house is all messed up. I had to fix all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I'm struggling to feel really bad for you. I'm trying.
I'm glad. I'm glad you don't. I had a couple members. They were feeling really bad. They said, all you did was fix stuff on your vacation. I said, hold it.
Right.
I got a house in Florida. That's a blessing.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to say, Bishop, that first world problem, right?
I got money to fix it. That's a blessing.
Voila. Right. There you go.
So it wasn't that bad, but I found out I was tired when I got down there. I hadn't had a vacation in a year. So some of y'all need to go on vacation. You don't know you're tired.
Are you offering your house as an Airbnb?
Absolutely. It's in Africa, I think is where it's located. No, it's in Florida. I'm kidding. All right, we're gonna get started. I want y'all to know how impacted I am and gracious to be connected to you all. You are doing an outstanding job. I believe we're already having an impact, but we're going to have even more of an impact as we hone in and begin to really drill down on some of the things that we're doing. Thank everybody got their report in, and so we'll be reviewing them, but I've already read through most of them, and your progress is impactful. Let me tell you my vocabulary so you know what I mean. If it's impressive, impressions don't last very long, but impact lasts longer. And so it's very impacting the work you've been doing. I'm excited about that. Mariah, you can go ahead and run that PowerPoint. The mayor said I can't run no more PowerPoints. So Mariah have to run them for me. I messed up so bad last time. So this is the City of Akron Racial Equity Social Justice Task Force. This is our March 9th meeting. This is an announcement for you. City of Akron's Police Chief Search Committee will be conducting surveys seeking community input. Please follow the link here to take the survey. And I think you're going to get an email on this if you have not already gotten it. The subcommittee's Q1 report deadline has been changed to March 31st, just to be mindful of the upcoming deadlines, plan accordingly. You can see a couple of things that we need to do. I won't go over that right now, but you've done such a great job already with getting that stuff in. Some people have been giving us their statements, their STEM statements, and you can see this one is for the communications subcommittee. Let me just read one. Racial equity and social justice and communication means ensuring that every Akronite has a means to communicate with the city, be understood, respected, and considered, and that the city provides access to information regarding all aspects of city government through a range of creative channels that reach people effectively, regardless of race, gender, socioeconomic status, age, primary language, or access to technology. So each subcommittee has one of these statements or is continuing to work on a statement so that we might be able to transmit effectively to all the people and of the city and anyone who's concerned, what it is that we are attempting to do and what the basis of our foray is into this particular area. Thank you, Mariah. Go ahead and advance the next one. Okay, I won't read that one, but there it is, and we'll gather them for you. You can see everybody's got one. So as we begin to review the subcommittee's Q1 reports, there are a few things to keep in mind. We are focusing on improving systems, not a specific person or people. Make sure your policy recommendations reflect that. People change, policies get old, principles endure. I know somebody who said that, I think it was me, and Katie captured it and wrote it down. I said, oh, okay. So let me talk just a little bit about a principle-oriented approach versus a model-oriented approach. As we prepare our recommendations for the mayor, city council, and the city, let's I just want to hit it lightly. There is a book called Natural Church Development as a Principle-Oriented Approach to Church Growth. And in one of the books, he talks about the 4 criteria of the word principle. Principles are universally valid. They don't apply only to certain situations or specific circumstances. They apply to all denominations, church models, styles, cultures. And so it is, even though this is taken out of the church context, it's true for any context. Principles must be proven. Until we have clear empirical proof, we can talk about the hypothesis as an interesting idea worth considering, but we shouldn't call it a principle. There's only one way to discover whether a specific concept is a principle, and that is universal worldwide research. Principles always deal with what is essential, not with secondary aspects. Therefore, we can expect to find principles and certain terminology in places where they will be affirmed over and over again. And principles must always be individualized. They never tell you exactly what to do. Rather, they provide criteria that enable you to discover what should be done in a particular situation. So principles are true for all people at all times in all places, whether you believe, acknowledge them, believe in them, or choose to use them. Often, a models-oriented approach is touted. A model-oriented approach tends to be strongly shaped by personal experiences of those who launched the model, while a principle oriented approach strives to unfold the elements that apply regardless of culture or tradition or any of those particular elements. These principles need to have enough flexibility to allow application in the moment, and those in the corporation should have enough corporate identity to hold to those principles. A model-oriented approach often leads to policies and procedures which are imposed from above and describe what should be done in specific situations. That's not altogether bad, but policies and procedures that are imposed on organizations from above are sometimes ineffective because of their lack of participation from the people who are affected below and the lack of freedom implied and imposed. This is by no means a suggestion to abandon procedures or standardization, but it is crucial to notice that there is no such thing as a human-proof procedure. Sometimes I talk to our leaders at church about the fact that as long as they're doing something by policy, they're okay. But when you have to move beyond the policy and make a discerned decision, we begin to have different issues because there are not principles that have been set there, but there are specific policies for specific situations. Even if we insist on obedience, we will never gain it for long, and we only gain it at the cost of what we wanted most: loyalty, intelligence, responsiveness. So policies and procedures tend to be imposed from the outside in and are often too rigid for application to situations that are constantly changing. Now, if you got a situation that's going to be the same, you can set a policy for that. It's set, you can operate, but we are in changing times, changing situations. This doesn't mean that we don't have standards. It doesn't mean we don't have measures. It doesn't mean we don't have values, organizational structures. However, we do need to change things somewhat now so that they're more principle oriented. Clear principles provide standards, and often they do not describe the details of how to do something, because that's going to change across time. So I just want to touch that a little bit as you think about drilling down on your suggestions as we begin to move towards what we're going to suggest, what we're going to finally suggest, working through that particular process, that we make sure it can be widely applied, and it can be applied by different people, and that it'll be able to be applied after this particular administration. We want to have an impact for a long time beyond where we are now. So just want to touch on that. Thank you for turning in your reports. We're going to review those and get back to you. Sister Mariah, was that the last slide, or is there one more? Okay, you can look and accept a new calendar invitation to all the Task Force Executive Committee meetings for the remainder of 2021. All members of the Task Force Executive Committee are invited to these meetings. If you need assistance, you can email Katie at that address or call. Here are the remaining meetings: the Task Force Review of Subcommittee Quarter 1 reports, April 13th. And then you can see the rest of those meetings and what's coming. I don't want to insult your intelligence. Okay, you see what's happening? You know what's going on. April meeting, a single document containing every subcommittee's report will be emailed to the Task Force Executive Committee 1 week prior to the meeting. Please set aside time to review this carefully. The Task Force EC will discuss each subcommittee's report for 8 minutes. Chairpersons are asked to take feedback to their subcommittees for consideration. If the task force members have additional feedback specific to one subcommittee's report not discussed during the meeting, they will be encouraged to contact the subcommittee chairpersons. A reminder, task force recommendations will be outlined in the 5-year strategy as a policy proposal to be delivered to the mayor, the city council, and the community in December 2021. We plan to incorporate the subcommittee recommendations. And so you can see the big meetings out there that are coming. Let me say that I don't know about you, but this is a lot of work. I thought I knew what I was signing up for, But I'm gonna have to go back and reevaluate. I thought I'm doing some work here. This is a lot of work, but it is good work. It is worthwhile work. It is necessary work. And so I just want to commend you for what you've done so far. And I look forward to what you're going to be doing in the future. Are there any questions that you need to ask this evening?
Bishop, someone asked if the subcommittees are closed. They're looking to get involved with education.
I'm going to leave that to each subcommittee. I will say that I have concerns that as you add people, you got to catch them up, and you have to, will they be able to get in step? Will they understand the process? That kind of stuff. But I'm gonna leave that to each one. I mean, there's some people that you may need now that may have just come to your attention. So let me leave that to you. Thank you.
Bishop, there's a question in the chat that says, will we have these slides from tonight to capture the details of the dates for what needs to be completed by when?
Yes, I'm going to ask Mariah to send that out. She's probably all over it. She's so efficient. Her and Katie are so efficient. They're probably all over it, but we'll send it out to you so you don't have to try to worry about it and write down notes and all that stuff. We want to serve you and want to make sure that you have everything that you need and make it as easy as possible.
Bishop, who is officially on the executive committee?
Mariah, do you have that list? Because it's about 25 to 30 people.
Yes, I do have the list. I can send that around after the meeting.
Okay, we'll get that to you. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, if y'all have no questions, you know I'm not gonna hold you, because I like to be efficient too and let you get in, do what you need to do. You're doing a great job. Please, if you have questions, if you need to talk to me offline, if you need my help in any other way, I'm doing this to serve you. So I want to make sure that I am available, and we want to help in any kind of way. There are some budget meetings going on that you ought to check out so you have a better understanding of how the city is operating, how it's running. And I think you can get those online. Tamika, how do they check in on that?
I will send the link to everyone. I'll send it to Mariah so she can send it out in one email.
Okay.
They are at 3 o'clock every day this week. And if you miss them, then they will be recorded. So, but it's a lot of good information, and you can tell where the money is, what's being invested in the city, and what the city actually has control over. And I think that's very, will be needed for the task force as we make the recommendations going forward.
I think one of the other things that I'll just say too is that I knew that there would be a lot of information in it, but I'm getting information overload. I mean, they're sending me so much stuff. I'm saying, whoa, but we're going to learn as much of it as we can so we could be effective at the recommendations we're going to be making. So I don't know how the rest of y'all feel. Maybe y'all okay, but I'm doing a lot of reading. I'm saying, whoa, but I think Brother Bill Rich probably reading more than all of us, because that's where a whole lot of stuff is.
Reading and writing.
Bishop, Judge Stormer has a question.
Yes.
You know, I think it's interesting that the budget hearings are going on now, and I know criminal justice has made some recommendations on how some budget should be increased in some certain areas. Will they be open to adding our recommendations to the budget for 2022? I mean, anything that doesn't happen now, can we assume will still be available potentially for next year's budget, or have they given you any indication about that?
But what can happen, Judge Stormer, is that depending on the recommendation and going forward, the mayor is willing, we typically go and adjust our budget throughout the year. So if we need to do reappropriations, then that is what we will do. So based on recommendations, and President Somerville sits on the Criminal Justice Subcommittee, and she made a statement about that today. And that's when
Oh, she did. Okay.
So that's when I thought, maybe you guys, like all of the members of all the subcommittees, probably need to join in as well, just to see what the city controls and spends money on.
Let me affirm that the mayor has said that from the beginning, if we are making recommendations and we think they take certain kinds of appropriations of funds, he's open to hearing those and to seeing how we can move forward. Because without those appropriations, I mean, recommendations are nice, but they're not going to get done. And so we need to be aware of that. We also, Brother Bill and I have been having some back and forth emails and talking about, if you have a recommendation for the mayor now, and the mayor is open for, you don't have to wait to December 31st to make a recommendation. But you need to document that for your ongoing records and for your recommendations when you get to December, that you've already made some recommendations, and we'll see how those things do. But we don't want to just sit around and say, okay, we're going to wait until some stuff is happening now, and we need to address it now. Then feel free to do that. Okay, Sunday was my 47th church anniversary. Do I look that old? Be careful.
No way.
Be careful.
Happy
Pastor Pounds,
anniversary.
you doing all right? I'm just messing with you. That's all.
Man, I'm doing good, man. When you put down 47 years, I typed a message to everyone saying, "Good God Almighty."
Pastor Pound, that's 47 years of wonderful pain.
Yeah.
When you pastor, you wouldn't wish it on anybody. You wouldn't trade it with anybody.
The burdensome joy. It's been
there you go. There you go.
Been,
don't start preaching now. You're starting to preach.
Yeah, I'm at 43 years now.
Praise God. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah. 41.
Yep. So after 47, guess what I'm getting ready to do? Go to bed. Y'all have a great evening. Remember, I work for your pleasure. You need me, I'm available to help any way I can.
Bishop?
Yeah.
There's people want to sing happy birthday to you.
Oh,
so quit trying to get out of it. Burnett put it in there first, so she leads the song.
That's cool. Just don't leave me hanging. You guys better join me.
We're ready.
Okay. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Bishop. Happy birthday to you.
Y'all don't know how beautiful you sound.
So sweet.
That is the first probably Zoom non-coordinated birthday song, but it was wonderful. Thank you so much. Y'all are so kind. So kind.
So glad. Hey, Bishop, so glad we're not in choir.
Yeah.
That could have been a problem, right?
Yeah,
y'all have a great evening. Thank you so much. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.